When you were applying for that scholarship, why do you think you got it?
Well, it was from the Rotary Foundation. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that organization. And I don't think a lot of people knew of it or wanted to put in the time and effort it took to
Mhm.
apply because it was, all the things that you go through to write essays and fill out applications. And it was a pretty grueling interview process. You had to walk into this room, and I don't remember, there were 8 to 10 men in suits that you had to sit at the head of the table and be interviewed by. So it was very intimidating. But I think they really resonated with my story, the fact that I put myself through college and I was very determined to try to better myself than what, the atmosphere that I was raised in. And I think that just may have just tugged at their heartstrings. And not only did I pay for my own college, but I graduated at the top of my class, summa cum laude, and had some great awards and internships. So I think they saw that I was a really hard worker as well.
Because, when people are listening to these stories, they hear all the, the big success story and they think, oh, well, it just happened overnight for them and they didn't do anything wrong. I'm already making mistakes. So I like to kind of like let people know that, hey, we're all human. We all make
Yes.
some. So I'm wondering, can you share with me something that didn't go as planned, or was it all perfect for you?
Not at all. So I mentioned I'd finished my master's degree. So I had every intention on being, corporate PR and climbing the corporate ladder, and had visions of the stilettos and the briefcase and all of that. But when I began my first job, I got pregnant with our first child and thought I'd go back to work. But when she was born, something really shifted in me, and I no longer wanted to leave her in a daycare while I went to work. So this was back in 1995, and working from home was not a thing. It wasn't acceptable. People didn't look, it was kind of frowned upon, and my employer wasn't open to any kind of flex work. So I took the leap, began freelancing, was determined to try to keep my career going, but also be the primary caregiver from my daughter.